Good morning, yogis. This practice this morning, today, will be for waking up the body. We'll be doing yin poses, but we won't be staying in the poses as long as we typically do. And kind of just thinking of this as, you literally can do this practice in bed and just allow yourself to get up through the poses. Or maybe you're just getting up and you're just kind of still in that stretching mode and just need a little extra boost. And so we'll be doing a few poses together. And then to end our practice, instead of ending in Savasana, we're actually going to start in Savasana, and then we'll end in a seated pose. And then I thought to close out our practice, I would pull a card from my Oracle deck, Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. These are such beautiful cards. Yeah, so I hope you dig that. No props needed. Let's go ahead and get started laying down on our backs. So we'll begin in Savasana, just extending the legs out, taking up lots of space here. Let the body just sink down. Taking a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose to the belly. Open mouth, exhale. Letting everything go. Letting your to-do list just be put to the side for right now. Letting go of any distractions that may be in your space, any noises. And just bringing yourself into your body. How is the body feeling this morning? And then just bring a gentle smile to your face. Notice the difference that makes in the facial muscles. Now bringing a smile to your heart. Noticing that difference it makes in your whole body. And bringing in gratitude. Gratitude for this day you have before you. Gratitude for your breath. Gratitude for whatever comes up for you. Just breathing it in and breathing it out. Beginning the day with gratitude. Filling yourself up with gratitude. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale fully. Open mouth, exhale. And then let's reach the arms up overhead, pointing the toes. Maybe bring the feet in a little closer towards one another if they were a little wider apart. And then just stretch from one side to the next. Good. And now let's make our way into banana pose. So we'll walk the feet over to either the right corner of your mat, the right corner of your bed, or the room. Good. And now lifting the head and shoulders and shifting them over to the right as well, making this nice banana shape. The arms can either be, hands can be holding on to opposite elbows, or maybe you use the right hand holding on to that left wrist. Let the shoulders melt down to the ground. Let your hips sink down as well. And now let's take a full breath for the count of 3 into the left side of your body. Hold the breath. Exhaling through the nose for the count of 3, letting everything soften. And now let's cross that left ankle over the right. If that's a little too intense for you this morning, just keep it where it was. Maybe bring that smile back to your face, back to the heart. Breathing into the body. Last 2 breaths here. Exhale it out. And crossing your legs, releasing your arms, bringing yourself back to center. And then walking your way over to the left side. So feet, legs, and then the head and shoulders, upper body. Finding whatever position feels good for the arms here. Settling the shoulders down, the hips down. And then breathing into the right side body for 3. Hold the breath. Exhaling through the nose for 3, softening that right side. And then crossing that right ankle. Just notice if the glutes or the hips are squeezing or gripping in any sort of way. We want to let that release. Let the hips have lots of room, lots of space. Last 2 breaths here. Inhale fully. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly making your way back to center. Let's bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor or to the surface. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. Gently rocking side to side. And now let's extend the legs all the way up. And we'll point and flex through the feet, rotate through the ankles, saying good morning to the feet. Good morning to the calves and the hamstrings. And then let's bend the knees, bringing the knees into the chest. And then we'll roll over to the right side, coming into fetal pose, just taking a breath here. And then slowly pressing yourself up. And then we'll come into tabletop for a little cat and cow. So really giving the body, the whole body, some attention this morning to waken it up. Maybe it feels good to kind of just rock side to side. And then we want to make sure that the shoulders are aligned over the wrist, hips over the knees, feet are hip width distance, toes untucked. And then having the fingers spread nice and wide. Coming into our cow, taking an inhale, drop the belly, send the tailbone up towards the sky. Reaching the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades back. And then exhale, pressing into your cat, really press away from the earth. Pull the belly in and up, bring the chin to the chest. Good, then inhale, coming back into your cow. Really lengthen through the spine. And exhale. Arch, 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 arch. Good. Inhale, taking a few more rounds here. Making sure that you use the breath. Last one. And coming into our tabletop once again, neutral spine. And let's just give the wrist a little attention this morning. So using our left hand first, we're going to flip the hand down. So the top of the hand is going to come to your mat or to the floor. So you should be feeling this stretch in the top of your hand. All the fingers are resting down on your mat. And then just send the hips back slightly towards the heels till you feel that deeper stretch in the top of the wrist. Just feeling here into your hands. We don't want it super intense, but you want to feel that stretch. Good. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Last breath. Bringing yourself back to center. Let's lift that left hand up and then just rotate through the wrist. I know, opening and closing the fingers. Yeah. Good. Then we'll place that left hand down, come on to the right hand. So flipping that right hand, palm is facing up. Fingers spread. And then we'll send those hips towards the heels. Few more breaths here. Last breath. Good. Coming back to center, lifting that right hand up, doing that little rotation in the wrist. Oh yeah, definitely feeling that. All right, let's bring that right hand down. Give a little love to the feet. Again, let's tuck the toes. And then send the hips back towards the heels. Yeah, feeling that in the bottoms of the feet, the arches, the plantar fascia. Good. Now, if your feet are feeling pretty open, if you have a lot of flexibility in the feet, maybe you walk the hands in a little closer towards you. Letting those hips come all the way to the heels, and then maybe you walk the hands up to the thighs, coming to sit on the heels. And then just checking in with the baby pinky toe. Notice if it's flipped back, you'll just want to move that forward so that all toes are facing the same direction. Let's just take 4 more breaths here. Last breath. Big open mouth exhale. Good. Then we'll all meet back in our tabletop. Untuck the toes. And then let's just tap the tops of the feet, bringing the energy back into them. Good. And then we'll come out of our tabletop. You can cross the ankles, send the hips back, and then send the legs out in front of you. Or maybe you swing the legs over to one side, come to sit on your hip, and then swing the legs out in front. And I'm just going to turn around to you. So we'll just send the legs out, give them a little shake. Good. And then let's make our way into our easy seated pose, either crossing the ankles or just stacking the ankles in front of one another, whatever feels good for you here this morning. And let's do a little neck release. So grounding down through the sit bones, let the shoulders relax. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Oh yeah, feeling that in the left side of the neck. Let's take 3 breaths here. Last breath. Let's take another inhale. And then on the exhale, we'll rotate the chin towards that right shoulder. Then on your next exhale, rotating the chin all the way to center of chest. Feeling this in the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. Make sure the shoulders are not rolling forward, just gently gliding them back and down, creating lots of space between the ears and the neck. Let the head get heavy, dropping the chin towards the chest. Let's take one more breath here. Open mouth exhale. And then let's use the right heel, the right palm of the hand to the forehead. And you're going to lift the head all the way back to center. Good. Release that right hand down. Let's just take a breath here. Bringing that gentle smile to your face and to your heart. And let's make our way to the other side. Inhale, lengthen up tall. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. 3 breaths here. Notice if the shoulders kind of hiked up towards the ears. Let them gently drop down. And on your next exhale, we'll rotate the chin towards that left shoulder. And then the same thing on the next exhale. Rotate the chin all the way to center of chest again. And this time, while you're here, open the mouth really big. And then kind of just shift your jaw side to side, releasing any tension in the jaw. And then just allow yourself to be still. Let the head get even heavier. And let's take a cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose. Send the breath to the back of the throat, the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. Big open mouth exhale. We'll use the left hand this time to the forehead, lifting the head back to center, releasing that left hand down, taking a breath here, shining up. Good, then opening the eyes. Let's come into our final pose, a little twist here just to awaken the spine. Let's take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, twisting to the right. So left hand to the right knee, right hand back behind you. See if you can lengthen up even taller. Taking a big inhale. And then as you exhale, maybe coming into your twist a little deeper if that feels good. And then gently bringing that right shoulder back. Maybe you look over to the right shoulder or just keep the head center. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Last breath. And now we'll take a breath to come out of the twist. So take an inhale. And then exhale, untwist coming forward. Good. Let's make our way to the other side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand to that left knee. Left hand back behind you. Sitting up as tall as you can. Opening up some space between the collarbones. So gently bringing that left shoulder back. Two more breaths here. Our breath to come out of the twist. And exhale, untwist. Very nice. Let's just extend the legs out once more and give them a little shake. And we'll make our way into our easy seated pose. Maybe you switch the way that your feet were crossed or sitting a different way. Good. I hope your body is feeling awakened and that you remember to bring that gentle smile to your face and your heart. And thank you for practicing with me today. I'm going to go pull our cards. So if you want to stay with me or if you need to log off, you can do that as well. So work your light. Let's see what we are blessed with this morning. So bringing in the energy of gratitude, just as we did in our beginning pose. Being thankful for whatever message we receive here this morning through the cards. I always like to shuffle them 3 times. I'm not the best shuffler, but it is what it is. And I typically bring my cards to my heart. I have my mic on, so I don't want to make too much noise here for you. And I just ask for the message that I need to receive today. So just asking for all of us here, what message do we each need to hear that will benefit each one of us? And then I fan the cards out and energetically kind of just run my hand over the cards in whichever card I feel the most energy on. Is the card that I believe is meant to be. And here we go. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Ooh. All right. Good there. Break the chain. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often, they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. Work your light action. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, tribe, friends, healer, coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. Wow. What a beautiful message to receive this morning. So I hope this resonates with all of you in some way, and that if you have those chains of the past and traumas that you've inherited that aren't even yours, whether you're aware of it or not, and just allowing yourself to kind of look at that and be the advocate for yourself to break the chains. I've definitely done a lot of work on that for myself in the past, and it has been so beneficial. And of course, it is always a continual practice, right? We always get to continue to do work on ourselves. So anyway, yogis, thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and namaste.